And we're back. Oh, man. Fucking love this guy.
So, Terra fell down that little cave hole and has passed out.
So this is a flashback back to when she was originally granted the slave crown.
Which was given to her by Kefka, by the looks of things here.
Currently, the main villain is still Emperor Gestalt.
Yes.
Because he is the leader of the Empire. Oh, here's that 50 men in 3 minutes.
Right. 590. Fuck off. And there's Kefka freaking out. He's very willy-nilly with the lives of his own men.
Hang on to that. One of my favorite lines that Kefka ever utters is coming up semi-soon.
Cool. Did your cat just freak out?
Yeah. So, we have a current party member. We have a future permanent party member. We have a future temporary party member. We have a villain, and really a villain, in this scene right now.
I'm not sure I recognize who the other two people are beside.
Gestalt is not Magic Hitler.
Gestalt is not Magic Hitler. Repeat after me, kids.
Gestalt is not Magic Hitler. Kefka's Magic Hitler. Magic Clown Hitler.
Magic Clown Hitler. Fuck me, that's great.
Oh, what up?
Old man!
How goes the robbing and plundering?
Treasure Hunter and Trail-Worn Traveler. That's a far cry from grave robbing.
Saw a post once.
Oh, luck! Cool.
A couple days ago. Someone was saying, how long does someone need to be dead before it's archaeology over grave robbing? and someone who is an archaeologist is like, this makes me very uncomfortable.
That's amazing.
He's a treasure hunter, not a thief.
Treasure Hunter.
Well, basically, if you took a knight and stripped away everything except his morals and made him a thief instead, now you have luck.
Basically just a really nice mercenary. I mean, that's kind of the same deal, but
this better not have anything to do with that. Magistrate riding Imperial Witch. Yeah, they're tracking right now.
That's awesome.
So, Narshi, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier. I think I may have mentioned that they're allied with the Empire.
You did.
They, in fact, are not. Narshi is not allied with the Empire. They are very strictly neutral.
They're very... Yes?
Yes, but.
Yeah.
They're
heavy air quotes.
They're not saying no, but they are certainly not saying yes.
Gotcha. They're Switzerland.
Yeah. So with the whole Brexit thing happening,
right? Yeah.
So someone actually had a couple things. Well, what if other countries had similar campaigns? We have Italy. We had Austria La Vista.
Austria La Vista, I fucking love that one.
My favorite one is still Switzerland.
Switzerland. Oh. I like Check You Later. That one's good.
Check out.
Check out, yeah. What was the one for Portugal? That one was funny as fuck.
I don't like that one.
I don't remember it now.
Do you recognize that word?
Kupo! Muggles!
So it turns out Muggles live in the caves of Narshi.
Oh, I love Muggles. They're so cool.
So we are now introducing the multi-party battle.
Excellent.
I think there's something similar in other titles.
There's kind of. There's a couple of games where you do have to split your party and you can switch.
There's one from 7, isn't there? One specific part. I think you said it earlier.
This is this particular scene right here is very similar to something in 7. The multi-party battle thing, you have to do that in 8 a couple of times, I believe. But this particular part right here reminds me of a mini game in 7. And go through all your mini stuff and
so. In the menu, you can check someone's equip, and you can change everything.
Yeah.
Or if you just want to look at everything, you can go to your equip and switch over, and you can see everyone all at once.
Why did they take that away? I don't get it.
So, all of the Muggles all have one of every weapon type.
pike, claw,
You have your
Morning
spears,
Star.
you have your thrown weapons, your swords, your daggers, things like that. So, Kupop has a Morning Star, so that's a back row item.
Yep.
So, these other two. So, Mog, you see, is level 11.
Nice, high level. That means he's important.
That means you're going to recruit him later.
Excellent. Flail, blade, full moon.
Flail and full moon.
What's a full moon? Is that like a boomerang crescent weapon, or?
Sure is.
Cool. Okay.
So we have 2 thrown weapons in that one.
So as everybody can see when we're switching through the menus here, you'll notice the enemies are still moving. Like the reason why this reminds me of Final Fantasy VII. If anybody listening has played that right now, think about Fort Condor, and
that was the one.
It's an almost tower defense minigame you have to do. You have to purchase units that go on the map. The only difference is they all move automatically.
Oh yeah, this is the first chance we get to actually fight with Loki.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Loki's a thief. Sorry, treasure hunter.
Treasure hunter.
He's a thief. So he has steel. There's a relic we get later in the game that it's called Thief Glove that changes steel into mug.
That is perfect.
So mug, for those that don't know, it's you do damage and then you steal an item.
Steal and attack. It's perfect. 8 has a similar thing with Diablos, the GF. You can learn mug for him.
Yes. Except that's for everyone. This is just Loki.
Yeah. Final Fantasy VII has a similar thing with the steel materia. The materia levels up into mug. So it's only good for one person, but anybody can use it.
So with 6, all of the people that you recruit have their own special abilities. So Terra will have her ability will unlock later.
Okay.
Not till the second half of the game. Okay. Because there are 2 halves of this game.
And I think I know where that split is.
I don't know if you do.
Okay.
Your latest one for this game is pretty soon after this, isn't it?
I have played maybe an hour into this game, and that's about
right
it.
after this.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, I know next to nothing about, like...
The second half of this game is when we unlock Terra's ability.
Okay.
Locke learns Steel. So there's all kinds of other really cool stuff that the other characters learn.
How many playable characters are there in this game?
Oh, fuck.
Because I know with 8 and 9... With 7 and 8, you have, like, 8 or 9 characters.
Oh, there's so many more than that.
Actually, I believe there's only 6 in Final Fantasy VIII.
Is there really?
I might be...
7.
7. I believe you're right with 7. Squall, Zell, Quistis.
Mastered a new dance.
Selphie, Renoa, Irvin.
Did you get Zell?
Yep, I got Zell. Squall, Zell, Quistis, Selphie, Renoa, Irvin. No, there's only 6, and then Cypher joins your party very briefly.
Does he really?
In the Dullet mission at the very beginning.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So, we're not going to fight the boss.
We're not going to fight the boss?
We are going to fight the boss.
Oh, you said now. Yeah, and the thing in Final Fantasy VII at Fort Condor has kind of the exact same deal. Whereas you set up you set up your own defensive troops, and
that fucks people up.
Oh shit, never. Your enemy troops advance towards you, and they fight your defensive troops. You don't go into a battle like this; they just fight. So the way to get around that whole just stupid waste of money is basically what I call it. You let them get to you, because once they touch the cabin that you're in, it starts.
That was 100 damage.
Holy fuck me! You only have 122 to start with.
However, the Moogles actually don't matter in this fight.
That is fair. In Fort Condor, if the enemies get to you, it starts a real battle with whatever your party is. So Cloud +2. So fuck spending money on stupid units, just let Cloud fight it.
See, the multi-party battles in this are very definitely different. They use your own party members.
Yeah, 8 has a sort of similar
There
thing.
are very few multi-party battles in this game.
Yeah.
This is just the first one.
8 has a similar thing. You have to split your parties for a couple of times at the very end of the game. But yeah, it's not a very common thing.
Secret switch. That's going to be important later. You should remember this part.
Yeah, where'd that go? That's not right in front of you.
It is literally in front of me.
Oh, is that door right there?
That's the door right
there. Oh, okay.
This will be important later.
Okay.
Probably about 2.5 hours.
Okay.
Of game time. Maybe 3.
So quite a few episodes ahead.
It's going to be a while.
Yeah.
Don't forget about it. Don't worry, I won't. Oh, so, last episode we talked about Vixen Wedge. We actually did look it up.
Yes.
This is the first actual in-game instance of the Biggs and Wedge character.
They are technically in another game, but they're never mentioned by name until a sequel game that comes out far after this.
In Final Fantasy I, Dawn of Souls, for the Game Boy Advance, which also includes Final Fantasy II, which is a garbage game. In Final Fantasy I, the Dawn of Souls remake, let's save this now.
Yes.
Biggs and Wedge are usable character names. And in Final Fantasy IV, the After Years, which is the Game Boy Advance after game from Final Fantasy IV, Biggs and Wedge are a couple other soldiers.
And they're...
so Biggs and Wedge are the soldiers that disagree with Cecil.
Yes, so which does happen in 4, but they're never named.
We never hear that.
Yeah, you don't know that they're Biggs and Wedge until the After Years game. So this is the first time that Biggs and Wedge are actually prominent
and actually mentioned.
Yeah, meant to be there.
So we're gonna have another battle probably right away. So I'm gonna show you something kind of funny.
Okay.
That it's not gonna make sense why it's funny for a little while,
but it's gonna be funny.
It's gonna be funny as fuck.
Okay.
The first time I saw it is funny as balls. So I want you to harken back to the very beginning of the very first episode.
So the opening sequence.
Magic has left the world.
Magic has left the world.
Oh look, magic.
Well, I mean, it clearly hasn't because Terra has magic.
But Terra's special. Okay, so we've now passed the funny part.
Terra used fire.
Terra used fire. Interesting note about the magic abilities. It was introduced in Final Fantasy IV. You could actually change between single target and multi-target.
And, like, why was that gotten rid of? Like, Final Fantasy VII took it in a different direction. They still have multi-target magic, but you have to equip the materia all connected to the magic attack you want to be able to attack all enemies with. So, like, fire.
Nope, I can just attack everyone at will.
Like, fuck me. And all it does is lower the damage in this one.
Final Fantasy IV did the similar structure. Final Fantasy IV, you were able to change between single target and multi-target.
Yeah.
I think this is done ever so slightly. It's done a little bit differently. There are multi-target spells.
Yes.
Which are always multi-target, like Quake and Ultima are always multi-target spells.
Yeah, they just hit the battlefield.
Certain spells are also always single-target, like Scan or Antidote, are always single-target. But with most damaging spells, you can switch between the two.
Any of the elementals and stuff like that.
Float, you can change to multi-target.
Something like Reflect.
I don't know about that one.
Okay.
So, we got another dude.
He looks important.
He looks very important.
He's on a throne. I imagine he's a king or a prince or something.
He, in fact, is a king.
Excellent.
He's the king of Figaro.
Figaro Castle. Makes sense. Yeah, I think this castle is as far as I've been. Like, I finished what I needed to do in this castle.
This king is a really interesting character. He's the utmost gentleman.
Utmost gentleman.
He also I'm going to use a really bad phrase. So those people that don't like these phrases, for those people that don't like these phrases, he gets more pussy than a vet. I mean, he's the fucking king. I mean, really.
Oh.
This is Edgar.
Gets more ass than a toilet seat. So since I'm an idiot, has this been about 10 minutes?
I don't fucking know.
I'm gonna call it 10 minutes.
Cool.
I forgot to start the timer.
As always. So this is, what's his name? I don't remember what his middle name is. Fuck.
I didn't even know he had a middle name.
He has a middle name. It's not in my blood to harm a lady.
What's up, Sanji?
Why are you helping me? Is it because of my
abilities? No, it's because you own huge tracts of land.
Actually, she's kind of small.
Yeah, I know.
In all of her official art.
She is, yeah.
Your beauty has captivated me.
I'm dying to know if I'm your type.
He wants to hit that.
If anybody watches One Piece, that is Sanji.
haven't, so I don't get it.
Honestly, it's my favorite anime ever now. I've never sat down and watched 470 episodes of something in less than a year. Actually, more than a year. But not by much.
So this guy shows up at my house, and he's like, I'm having a sad now. I'm like, what, did you run out of One Piece? And he's like, yeah.
There's no more English episodes, and I'm not going to switch to Japanese now. I've become attached to the voice actors.
So, Terra is a really interesting character. She's basically been a slave of the Empire for the past little while. She has no sense of self. She has no sense of personal worth. She barely even knows what emotions really are.
She's just an empty husk at this point.
She's an empty husk that she's trying to, like, become a person. She's trying to be a real girl, really. Like a...
Pinocchioette.
Yeah. Like, she's been a pawn of the Empire for who the fuck knows how long.
Right. Yeah,
she's trying to...
You're never really alluded to how much time has passed.
You know that song, I Want to Know What Love Is?
I want to know what love
That is literally the character of Terra.
Excellent.
Terra Bradford. In Japanese, Tina.
Tina, yep.
Edgar has a twin brother.
I knew this.
Because you got to this part.
I was going to ask where he was.
There he is. He's been busy.
He's been busy.
Not Edgar kind of busy.
Different kind of busy.
In either definition of Edgar kind of busy.
Excellent.
Neither of the definitions, because he's a king and, you know, a horny slut.
He trolls for pork wallets.
Beer.
That I was just reminded of that Bloodhound Gang song, Foxtrot Uniform Charlie Kilo.
Fuck.
Yes. And
I know, I understand the native phonetic alphabet.
Every line of that song is a euphemism.
Tears?
Edgar was crying. Or they were just talking about their dad's health.
Their father's dying.
Yeah. Edgar's twin brother traded the throne for freedom. Sabin.
Figaro almost had two kings.
Sabin and Edgar.
Sabin Rene Figaro. And Edgar, whatever the fuck his middle name is, Figaro.
Sabin Rene Figaro? Okay. But we don't know Edgar's middle name at the moment.
He ran away. Where did Sabin go?
And why?
We're gonna find out.
Exactly. Because this is a story-driven game.
Oh god, is it ever.
Like, this castle is as far as I've ever been in this game. It's been out for 22 years. I'm very excited to see this game played in its fullest.
So you noticed something interesting about Figaro Castle.
It's got turbines.
It has turbines.
Like, this is a very steampunk age.
What do most turbines mean? Generating power? Maybe. Flying? Generally.
A lot of times.
What do you think this castle does?
Obviously not those things.
It ain't those things. For those watching at home, Figaro Castle does not fly.
And I know nothing more than you guys at this point.
How do you like my castle?
This is as far as I've been.
It's neat.
It is neat.
Someone from the Empire to see you.
Oh. Probably Kefka.
This is Kefka's theme song. This is one coming up right away is one of my favorite lines from Kefka. Like, Kefka is not a well put together individual at the best of times.
No, he's
at the second part of this game has two parts. At the second part of this game, Kefka is definitely the fucking villain. Holy fuck. Right now, Kefka's not entirely there. What if lived in the middle of nowhere? What
recon jobs in the pits? And there's sand on my boots.
There's sand on my boots? That is one of my... It means nothing. There is no purpose
He's
to
in a
him
fucking
saying
desert.
That. There is no purpose to that. He missed his laugh.
Oh, I heard it.
There is no purpose to that. Except that there is no purpose. What on earth do... Out of my way! I would love to listen to a conversation between Kefka and the Joker.
Fuck yeah, right? Holy shit, that'd be cool. Mark Hamill's Joker.
So, Figaro is officially allied with the Empire.
On paper.
Figaro is allied with the Empire.
That does not mean it's king.
King Edgar is not. Looking for more cities to destroy? That's for us to know.
Humble servant of Emperor Gastal. Oh, I'm sure.
A girl of no importance has recently escaped from us.
Well, if she's not important, then why are you here, Kefka?
Kefka wouldn't be here if it was nothing.
Exactly.
I mean, Kefka just goes wherever the fuck he wants. He's Kefka.
Lies!
She really stole something of mine of value. Is she here? That's a tough one.
I don't typically name the vaginas in my life.
Edgar's a giant fucking slut.
Yes.
I truly hope nothing happens to your precious Figaro. I don't know why Kefka's Italian now.
That was quite the threat.
The
guy's missing a few buttons. Oh my god.
You have no idea.
Fucking block.
Take her to her room. Let the chat with you, but the
Don't you mean take her to your room, Edgar?
Hey. Edgar doesn't want a boner.
No?
No, actually no.
Wow. That's amazing restraint.
Because she confuses him. He doesn't know where he stands with her.
That's fair. I mean, nobody knows.
Admittedly, Terra doesn't know where Terra stands with Terra.
Yeah, exactly. She's just an anomaly at this point.
I mean, Terra's still trying to understand life.
The few moments that we have been controlling her have been her few moments of not slavery.
Yeah, basically. Don't you worry about paying.
You're telling me about you. Is it true you're a thief?
Treasure hunter!
Oh, that's awesome. Collaborating with the Returners.
The Resistance. Whenever there's an empire, there's always a resistance.
True.
The old man from Narshi was also a returner.
Resistance memory, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
But Terra's a soldier of the empire.
Terra is not a soldier of the empire.
Question mark, question mark, question mark was a soldier of the empire.
Exactly.
The writing in this game is absolutely top-notch.
And it had to be, though. Like, games in this day and age...
This was the first 32-bit Final Fantasy game. It had to be top-notch. They could do so much with this.
I thought Final Fantasy IV was also on the system.
It was on this system, but it was 16.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever seen comparison shots between 4 and 6?
I haven't, actually.
Look it up sometime.
I will. Now I will. But I mean, back in the day, yeah, we got maybe a minute. Actually, you know what?
We're gonna go over. We have to go over.
Yeah, we need the story here, so we're gonna
have to go over.
This is gonna be a long episode. One,
I'm not sorry.
I fucked up, and two, because of where we are, we just need to extend.
The castle's on fire.
I sure hope nothing happens to your precious Figaro. Games back in this day, they didn't have what The Last of Us
Welcome
had.
to my barbecue.
Oh my goodness.
Kefka's not a nice person.
The Last of Us, Fallout 4, like, games like this, they have not only the visuals, but also, like, they've got the budget.
Get ready.
Games like this, they required the story, they required the music.
Changed your mind? Guess I have no choice.
Right away on a fucking Chocobo team!
Shameful the king should leave. Oh.
Jump! Oh, and there's Locke and Terra. And now Kefka gets to watch his person run.
Dive now.
Wait, is he telling that to Locke?
Nope.
Or the fucking castle!
Figaro Castle does not fly. You could say it's the opposite of fly. This castle is a submarine, motherfucker! No one can touch the people of Figaro.
Except for the sandworms.
Yeah, but there's no spice here.
Ha!
No jokes. What a good book. I need to read it again.
Yeah, it's really good.
I have it. You want more? Can we leave? Go No! Get them!
And how do you expect? Walking puts sand on your boots, you douche.
It's fucking walk-a-clock.
Okay, we'll finish this battle and then we'll call it an episode.
Metal kick. Sick. Okay, so cool. This is going to be funny part now. So Edgar has tools. Edgar's a machinist.
Okay, auto crossbow. She's got magic. Why did Locke jump? You look positively spooked.
So on the way down...
Did you see what I saw? Yeah, this kid seems loaded for bear. Magic! Locke, you've seen this already!
Every single time I play this game, I always use magic at least once on the way down.
Oh, I love it. Where on earth did you learn that?
We'll find out.
Continuity. Really, if they wanted to preserve the magic of the scene, they would have just locked magic to us. Otherwise, they wanted us to use magic earlier and make this funny.
That's the old... Tarek and Tarek can use magic and we can. That's the only difference. Yeah, that's the only reason.
I'm sure. I'm fucking sure that's the only difference.
You motherfuckers both had 2 parents. Oh, I'm sorry. Tarek had 2 parents. Stop swooning.
Oh, Jesus. Kill these fuckers.
And now I can use magic basically willy-nilly and they won't say anything. You have 1 fucking hit point.
Holy shit, yeah, you got messed up. And with that, we're gonna call this an end to the episode.
Bravo, Figaro!
As soon as we're able to, like, you know, not miss story.
Son of a submariner!
Oh.
And we're gonna end there.